There is a well-known aphorism in the world of startups, often attributed to venture capitalist Ben Horowitz, though its origins are murky. It says that being a founder is like chewing glass and staring into the abyss of death. It's a brutal, violent metaphor, and it is, for many, the most accurate description of the job. It is not about the exhilarating highs. It is about your capacity to endure the taste of shattered glass, day after day, while staring into the face of your own failure. Welcome back to Founders in the Fire. Today, we go into the abyss. We are talking about the moments that break you. The investor who laughs you out of the room. The product launch that is met with deafening silence. The co-founder who quits. The email from your bank telling you that you are about to miss payroll. This is not the theoretical struggle. This is the visceral, gut-wrenching, taste-of-blood reality of it. And your ability to architect your response to these moments will determine whether you survive. The first thing that happens in a moment of acute failure is that your body's threat response system takes over. Your cortisol spikes. Your heart races. Your vision narrows. You are in fight or flight mode. In this state, you cannot think clearly. You cannot be creative. You cannot lead. Your only instinct is to run or to lash out. The first and most critical practice, therefore, is not a business strategy. It is a physiological one. It is the practice of breathing. When you feel that spike of panic, you must train yourself to pause, to take one slow, deep breath, and then another. You are sending a signal back to your primal brain. I am not being chased by a tiger. I am safe. I can think. This tiny act of self-regulation is the foundation of all resilience. It creates a microsecond of space between the stimulus, the bad news, and your response. In that space lies your freedom. Once your nervous system is slightly calmer, you can engage with the mental architecture of failure. For most people, failure is filtered as a verdict. The filter says, "The product failed, therefore I am a failure." This is the abyss. It is the merging of your identity with the outcome of your project. The work of the resilient founder is to consciously and deliberately build a different filter. The filter must be, the experiment failed. It produced a data point. The data point is valuable. I am the scientist, not the experiment. This is not just a mental trick. It is a profound re-architecting of your ego. Steve Jobs was a master of this. When he was forced out of Apple in 1985, the company he had co-founded, it was a public and humiliating failure. He could have been crushed by it. He later said, "I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me." Why? Because freed from the weight of his own success, he was able to enter a period of immense creativity, founding Next and Pixar. His failure was not a verdict. It was a liberation. He had the architecture to see it that way. This requires the practice of zooming out. In the moment of failure, your perspective collapses to the immediate pain. The practice is to force yourself to change your time horizon. Ask yourself, in 5 years, will this matter? What will I have learned from this a decade from now? This shifts you from the role of the victim to the role of the student. It reframes the pain as tuition. Michael Jordan's entire career was built on this architecture. He famously kept the letter from the coach who cut him from his high school team. He used every failure, every slight, every loss as fuel. He didn't deny the pain of it. He alchemized it, He transmuted the lead of failure into the gold of motivation. He built a furnace inside himself that ran on rejection. This is not easy. It is the hardest work there is. It is the daily practice of eating glass and, instead of spitting out blood, trying to find the nutritional value in it. It is staring into the abyss of your own insignificance and, instead of falling, learning to appreciate the view. It is the hard-won wisdom that allows you to get up the next morning with the taste of glass still in your mouth and do it all over again. In our next episode, we will explore the fine line between this kind of insane persistence and pure delusion. We will talk about the reality distortion field and the challenge of holding a world-changing vision without losing your grip on the brutal facts. For now, the practice is a simple reflection. Think of your last significant failure and find one single valuable piece of data it gave you. Hold on to that data point. It is a shard of glass, yes, but it is also a diamond in the rough. It is the price of your education.